Bhandardara literally translates to Valley of Treasures and refers to this picturesque hill station of Maharashtra known for its natural beauty, waterfalls, mountains, lakes, and peaceful environment. We traveled to Bhandardara recently in the monsoons, and in this video, we will share our 3 to 4 day itinerary. We began our journey at around 8 am in the morning. We traveled via the Samruddhi Mahamarg stretch, spanning around 76 kilometers from Mumbai to Igatpuri. The route reduces the travel time to an average of 40 to 45 minutes, and the Samruddhi Mahamarg starts from Thane. There is also a toll charge of around 186 rupees. The road was relatively smooth, and the Samruddhi Mahamarg was a breeze to drive on. On the Samruddhi Maharashtra Express, cutting through the Kasara Ghat, we encountered the 7.8 kilometer Kasara tunnel on the last leg of our journey. It is one of the longest tunnels in Maharashtra and was built to ease congestion on the previous route. We drove on the express road and then exited at Igatpuri. We then went towards Venkatesh Nagar and we took the scenic route where we could see the Bavli Dam and a lot of waterfalls on the way. There is another route to get to Bhandardara via Goti from the Mumbai-Nashik highway. One has to take a right turn after the Goti post. The route from Goti to Bhandardara is 30 kilometers long. However, we decided to take the other route as it was very scenic and there was a lot of greenery and beautiful waterfalls to be encountered on the way. On this scenic route, we encountered a lot of waterfalls and a lot of greenery along the way. It started off with Bavli Dam, where we parked our car and got off and spent some time, and also took some pictures with the backdrop of the Bavli waterfalls. And then we continued along the way. We encountered a lot of other waterfalls, and there was practically nobody around the place, just us. We could spend some time there and take some pictures with a beautiful backdrop of the flowing waters. As we continued on our journey and started moving further, we began to encounter the Sahyadris mountains. The mountains were all lush green, covered in the canopy of the white monsoon clouds. We got off the car and began to explore the places around and also took some amazing pictures with the backdrop of the clouds and the Sahyadris mountains. The approach road towards Bhandardara started to get bumpier. However, the scenery and the sights of the mountains and the waterfalls made it all worth it. Once we reached Bhandardara, we checked into our lake view room at the NTDC Bhandardara resort, which was overlooking the beautiful Artha lake just next to it. We booked the rooms at least around 2 months in advance because during the peak season the rooms are not easily available. Once we reached there, we checked into our rooms. We took some rest and later on we drove close by to the Bhandardara Dam and the Artha lake. We spent some time checking the beautiful Artha lake and taking some scenic photos. We also took some pictures with the backdrop of the gates of the dam. After that, we came back to our room for some rest and concluded our day. On day 2, we drove to Randha Waterfalls, which is around 11 kilometers from the place at MTDC where we were staying. It is a must-see in Bhandardara, so we decided to check it out the first thing in the morning. It is a popular tourist attraction which is formed over the Pravara river and cascades down from a height of 170 feet into a beautiful gorge. The height of the waterfall is the reason behind the roaring sound of the Randa waterfalls. It is also the third largest waterfall in Maharashtra, and it has a lot of jaw-dropping streams. The beauty of the waterfalls increases during the monsoon season. It is not just a famous tourist attraction but also the chief source of hydropower in the region. On the banks of the river, there is a famous temple with a viewpoint that tourists and travelers can enjoy the breathtaking views without worrying about their safety. The white smoke of the water gushing from great heights down the valley makes it an atmospheric and an unforgettable experience for each and every visitor. After spending a couple of hours at Randa waterfalls, we returned back towards Bhandardara and our resort at MDDC, and then we went towards the forest route. Now the forest route has two checkposts. We started from the one next to the spillway gate and finished at the forest checkpost near to Murshid, close to MDDC resort. There is some nominal fees that needs to be paid at the forest checkpost to enter. We paid it for a four-wheeler and the number of people sitting inside and started the route. Traveling on the forest road, the first waterfall we came across was the Vasundhara waterfalls, which was the most beautiful waterfalls we encountered in terms of beauty. It is located at a 10 minutes walking distance from the forest road. When we were there was nobody and we could spend some time and take some fantastic pictures. It is a very picturesque location with captivating natural beauties that draws many visitors. Surrounded by lush greenery and towering hills, the waterfall cascades from great heights, creating a tranquil atmosphere perfect for relaxation and photography. The journey toward the waterfall itself is scenic, with winding paths that enhance the experience of nature. There is another waterfall, Koltambi waterfall, close by at a walkable distance. It is a beautiful waterfall with the water flowing over rocky ledges, set against a beautiful backdrop of verdant greenery, offering photo opportunities and moments of tranquility. We continued on the forest circuit road and then stopped our car as we came across the Nani Falls next to the road. It is like a sleeping beauty of Bhandardara where gentle waters glide over rocks in a peaceful fairy tale setting. And there are walkways built where one can walk and see the waterfalls, experience its beauty, and also go behind the waterfalls and the gliding waters and take some beautiful pictures. We took some photos and spent some time there. We continued on our journey along the road and then we came across the Necklace waterfalls. Now the Necklace waterfalls is layered in nature and it is circular at the top. It almost looks like a beautiful necklace. The stream's formation is like a necklace and it flows all the way right from the top and the beautiful streams flow downwards. We spent an hour there, tried to get closer to the waterfalls and did a small trek. To took some pictures with the beautiful waterfalls. And there are some selfie points made next to the road, so we were able to take pictures. We continued on the road and had our lunch close to Amruteshwar temple. We had Zunka Bakhar and Maggie. The Sandan Valley and Rivers waterfalls were covered with fog completely, so there was nothing much we could do there, and also it was raining heavily, so we decided not to enter the valley. We continued on our journey on the circuit and returned back to our destination at MTDC. There were some selfie points on the way where we took some photos. The next day we entered the forest road from the checkpost next to MTDC using the same tickets from the previous day. The first waterfalls we saw at a few meters away from the road was the Vaishali waterfalls. It is also called Mini Niagara Falls for obvious reasons. It is a nice waterfall to spend some time with the family as it is very safe and one can go and relax and sit in the waterfalls. After that we drove towards a place called as Lavalwadi, which was suggested by one of the locals. It is also known as Bhandardara backwaters. We drove our car on the road with water on both sides of it, which fills during the rainy season. The place was very isolated and there was hardly anyone around. We had to drive our car through a village to get to this place. The sight of the waters was very calming and serene. Also, we had our local fishing hooks, so we tried to do some fishing out there very unsuccessfully. We spent some quality time out there and took some beautiful pictures. Later, we drove back towards our hotel at MTDC. There were some other waterfalls which we couldn't explore as they were very far away from the main road. After having our lunch and resting, we stepped out to the Arthur Lake next to our resort and we did boating on the pristine green waters of the Arthur Lake. It was a 1-hour boat ride and took us right into the waters. It was very soothing and relaxing. So this was our final day in Bhandardara. We took some pictures at MTDC and next day in the morning we had a breakfast and we checked out of the hotel and returned back to Mumbai.